Second take, week 8. We got one of the best drafters our league has ever seen. Xavier McKnight, welcome in. How are you, sir?
I'm good. The most valuable GM without a title.
Literally.
One of the best drafters means nothing without a ring.
But you start so well every year. I think you've had one year where it all went awry and it was injuries and just bad play. I remember that 0-12 season. I mean, you want to forget it, but
I needed it. I broke a record, right?
yeah, you broke the record for consecutive losses. I believe Nate still holds the record for consecutive wins. I think it's 7 or 8. Nate, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I never want to. You're the worst person to draft next to in my book, and I drafted next to you this year.
I mean, I enjoy drafting next to you and Chris. You guys call me a pivot all the time. Like, there's no one coming back to me. Anybody's on my list not coming back. So
yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna go for the fourth guy. You know?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
that's why I drafted Rasheed Rice. I was like, because he's not coming back, because you're gonna grab him. Like, I already knew. Yeah. And you took Mahomes. I was like, oh, all right, comes.
I was so excited for Mahomes. It's just.
I had him last year. I know how it feels. I know exactly how it feels. I had him last year.
Well, look, there was an NFL trade. DeAndre Hopkins is now a Kansas City Chief.
It's gonna be great for about 4 weeks.
So what? His hamstring gives out.
Wide receivers in the Kansas City. I don't know.
Yeah, unless your name's Tyreek Hill, it just really hasn't worked out for you. But
he got out free. He got out. He got a free.
Would you say best quarterback he's ever played with? DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, he's had prime time, like prime Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Play with Kyler.
I think it's perfect for the point of his career. He's just got to be where he's going to be, or he need to be, and Mahomes is going to get the ball to him. I don't think he's running 70 yards or anything. He's just going to get those slant routes and call it a day, which is great for his fantasy points.
Like a lesser Keenan Allen. You just we want to get the first down.
I mean, they don't really need I think he's getting 2 touchdowns. Somebody put that on a parlay.
Yeah, well, bring that for parlay minute. Oh my gosh. Well, let's get out of the intro here and get into these power rankings. They're pretty interesting this week.
Check it out.
All right, we're back for the power rankings. I know you're loving these rankings. Number 2, Xavier, you move it up. I should have put a down arrow, and I should start. We should start with Big Mike, right? Big Mike is having an unbelievable start to the season. He was just on last week. Very excited. He says he had some cracks on his team. He feels even more confident this week.
Everything working out in his favor.
I'm telling you, he's not missing. His team looks like he's only got a 1-game lead over you in the division, right? So we got to keep that in mind now. It's week 8. We're at the midway point. Divisions matter. And really, it's just a 2-man race at the moment. The next person after you, Xavier, is 3-4, and it's the champ and Nate in your division.
But you know what? I was looking at the team earlier, and a lot of people had injuries, and a lot of players are coming back. So these teams I beat, I'm happy I played them already and got it out the way because they're only getting better. I was looking at Chris' team, I was like, oh, wow, in about 2 weeks, you're going to be a powerhouse.
Yeah, and that's what Chris was like. That's what I said. Like a couple weeks ago, I was like, this man's just tanking, right? He's 14 right now, but he's not going to finish 14. You're looking at his squad, there's too much talent. Nick Chubb, man, we're just jumping all over the place, but Nick Chubb looked great. Yeah. I couldn't tell. I mean, this man tore his ACL and MCL, like, constructive surgery on the same knee he's already had it on, and he didn't miss a beat, you know?
Amazing. I mean, he's on the Browns, so I wouldn't get my hopes up too much.
True. Well, with Jameis, I
like Jameis. You know, I like some W's. I like Jameis, but, you know, we'll see.
Jameis is fantasy friendly. But yeah, you at 2, another important piece who is actually leading the other division, the Central Comets. We got to shout these divisions, the Moments Redskins and the Central Comets. This is my old high school, Moments Redskins. These are the rivals, the Central Comets.
Oh, I didn't know where we were from. I was like, oh, maybe it's a football movie I missed.
No.
So, I was like, okay.
Yeah, so Tony, the champ, he's like, let's go home. Let's bring it back to old school. And Tony actually coached the baseball team, the high school baseball team, which is kind of cool. So
Tony could play sports.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell why he was quarterbacking on draft.
I know. No, get out of here. He was beasting on the other side. He was throwing dimes on the other way.
I know. I just had to make fun of my rivals.
No, I hear you. Hey, you gotta take shots. Yeah, and then for the other division, it's a 1-game lead over Matt for Rob. So, and then right there, actually, there's 2 more guys, 4 and 3. It's also Mikey and Danny. And Joe. This is a very close race in the other division.
I'm going for Rob though. I'm just rooting for Rob. He has a strong team as well.
Rob's team looks legit. I said he had the best draft, honestly.
If somebody go down on his team, he got next man up. It's like instantly. Nothing going bad.
Yep. And then, like I said, Danger Matt's kind of fallen. Mikey's moving up in a big way. Like I said, these guys are 4-3. You know, they're above 500 where you want to be. Danny, Joe, and then I like Nate. I think Nate's trending in the right direction too.
Yeah, it's getting real close for those teams right there. We're running out of weeks. So
right,
you
somebody like Dave. What are you gonna do? You know.
Well, Chris, like he has a possibility to win out, but he has to win out in order to take that 10-9 spot.
Very important. Yeah, Chris is going to be a wild card player. You know, Chris at the beginning of the year was messaging me trying to get someone like Jonathan Taylor, and I was losing, right? And he was like, week 14 bye. Imagine if he had taken Jonathan Taylor from me and had that week 14 bye, he'd be screwed.
Yeah, I don't want that week 14 bye. It's a whole nother dynamic in this league.
I'm telling you.
If you're not at the top.
I'm telling you. Well, all right. Let's get out of this segment and jump into the next one. All right, we're back. Recapping week 7 here. Ryan, this one's funny too. So I end up talking a little smack to Ryan, of course, Ryan Downs. Messaged him because I actually played him in the Dynasty League, Xavier.
Oh, did you win that one? I didn't see.
I beat him there too. 2-0, both leagues. Him and Matt, by the way, in the other one. So that feels even sweeter when you beat Ryan Downs in the other league because you beat 2 guys. But yeah, victory here. Both of us had major injuries. We both started guys that didn't play. I mean, that put up goose eggs. And then, dude, once again, Kyle Shanahan, Deebo Samuel was sick in this game, and we're thinking like flu game or whatever. Michael Jordan, no, it was just like
he couldn't get one reception.
Nothing. And then how about Tank Dell? This guy only threw for 90 yards passing or something like that.
I don't really understand because you don't even have to throw him the ball. Just give him the ball, let him run. Let's figure it out.
Green Bay is scary, man. They're really scary this year as a defense. But just shout me out picking up Hunter Henry. I thought that was an amazing pickup.
Yeah, that was a great pickup. I mean, I didn't watch the game early, but I know the wide receiver for the Patriots went out, so he really didn't have anybody to throw to but Hunter Henry. Yeah,
he just ate, and I held Hunter Henry through this. We'll see in the waiver wire segment, but I was like, I'm not gonna let him go.
You got Jonathan Taylor coming back, Nico Collins.
Yeah, and then Ryan's got Cooper Kupp this week. That's exciting.
Everyone's gonna be stronger. People gotta steal their wins while they can.
Yeah, narrow victories here. But anyways, let's keep pushing. How about your matchup where you played Mikey, which was definitely tough?
Like my quarterback start, Drake May.
Yeah, I was doubting that. I think I wavered on you and I took Mikey. I think me and Mike both took Mikey for this matchup.
But Jaden Daniels, I was really scared when he bust off a 50-yard run. And again, oh, okay, here we go.
And then you said, "Oh, his ribs are hurting." That's it.
Yeah,
can't play with hurt ribs.
Something got me 0. I don't actually know what happened in that game.
Oh, I watched that game. So I took Cortland Sutton for over 45.5 yards. This guy had no receptions. He wasn't even looking for him.
I can't even watch Denver games. It's pretty dry. Just throw the ball. You guys are up. Just throw the ball. Just give the audience something to look at.
It's brutal. And then looking down here at your benches, Mooney.
Yeah,
Laporta's been bad this year, man.
Yeah.
It's like one catch games.
My bench is poor.
Tolbert's been getting a lot of heat on.
Yeah, he's all right. I'm waiting for the consistency. I want him to be good. I need him to be good. I'm looking for some wide receivers.
Yeah, and you're not open to trading one of those prolific.
I was, and I sent a couple of deals. I think I sent one to Chris with Marvin Harrison and a running back or something. This was earlier on for Derrick Henry. He was not for it. And it was like we was hot on Marvin Harrison too.
Derrick Henry RB1 on the year.
Yeah, I mean this was earlier in the season too, so maybe he was just still scared. And J.K. Dobbins, I think he's good. I think I sent one to Mike J.K. Dobbins for T. Higgins, and I thought that was pretty fair. I thought straight up. But
Mike's pretty high on T. Higgins.
This was a couple of weeks ago, so
Mike was saying T. Higgins for Nico Collins, and now he's kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting T. Higgins now. That's
yeah, it's not happening.
And you're so close to Eagle College, you might as well just hold on to him.
I'm just holding. Yeah, just waiting. But imagine it comes back, the injury, it hurts him, he gets hurt again, and But
I don't know because Houston need him right now.
Yeah, no, they do. And then another L for Piani, like we said in the opener. Yeah. Nate kind of took it to him. Aaron Jones, man, when he plays, really good for Minnesota.
Yeah, I didn't believe him this year. I didn't take him anywhere. I was just like, nah, he's old. He's done. He's so good.
Defense and kicker. 34?
Kicker league. I mean, who else would have kickers in defense but Nate?
Yeah, but Nate. No, you got to shout it out. That's on brand for Nate.
Yeah.
Down on the bench, that's Dearness Johnson, Sam Darnold. Like you said, look at these guys. They're coming back. Tua's going to come back.
Come back.
I don't know if McCaffrey's coming back, man. I have no idea.
I think that's going to hurt Chris. I think he's going to play him that first week anxious and then cause him to lose the game and he's just going to miss playoffs. I think that's the story for Chris.
Oh, my God. And then he just lost Ayuk.
Yeah. I wanted him, too. I tried to send some trades for him, too. I'm glad it didn't go through, but...
I think Peanut's going to be all right. Start really.
Yeah, it's just, he got to win now.
Yeah.
This is scary. This is a scary match.
Goodness gracious. This might be your championship. Who knows? If Kamara has a game like he normally does, right?
AJ Brown, Drake London.
My Cade Otton analysis of Xavier is Cade Otton's like eating your vegetables. You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna get enough substance, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna get through. It's not gonna be flashy. You're not excited, but it's gonna fill you up and it's gonna be nutritional.
He's gonna get all the broccolis this week.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I love Cade Otton. I got him in the dynasty. I'm rolling him.
2 wide receivers out in the same week. That's insane.
Baker 27 on the bench.
Yeah.
You got Baker and Lamar, man. Damn.
Isn't Baker number 1 quarterback, or maybe he's not number anymore? But
I think actually is it? It might be Lamar.
It might be Lamar now.
After that, dude had 5 touchdowns. Yep, it's Lamar. So he's got 1 and 2 probably, right? Let's look at Baker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt's like, definitely one's available. Lamar's bye week is week 14. I'll just tell you right now. So. And Matt's probably.
I think he's gonna be top 6. He's gonna get that. He's gonna get that buy-in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Matt's not even gonna need him. So like Baker's I'm just gonna for Matt. I'll sell it here. Baker's available.
I don't know if anybody's gonna trade high on him right now until we figure out his wide receiver gonna be.
Correct. Oh, that's a good point. We should have led with that too. Mike Evans, it's a hamstring. We don't know how long. And then Chris.
He said about 4 weeks, or after the bye. I think that's about 4 weeks.
Yeah, about 4 weeks, right? And then. Man, Godwin. How sad.
That's really sad. At the end of the game, too. It's so unnecessary.
They were getting Thibodeau. I saw Thibodeau memes, Thibodeau references. Like, why is he out there?
For what? For another touchdown? Just to prove something?
Yeah.
Baker's numbers?
Yep. Well, Chris Godwin was having an unbelievable season.
Oh, yeah. I think he was 1 until last week.
Yeah. Damn, Rob.
I think Rob is going to be up there in the finals unless something happens.
And he's fine with the Kenneth Walker, right? Kenneth Walker goes down, he's got Charbonnet, so he just got that back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has people. He got wide receivers who just rotate in and out. You have Tank Bisbee just because.
I think Tank was an ad, man. I don't think he drafted Tank. I think that was an ad.
Insane. I got him in Dynasty. I'm really happy. I'm not rooting for ETN to come back.
Yeah, you're like, ETN, keep that hand-me-down. I'm good. Yeah. I don't even know. Oh, man.
Is this a lower score? No. A lower score this year?
This might be the T-shirt. I think it was 65 or 66 for Joe. This is the T-shirt right here. We're looking at it. Week 8.
The underachievers.
What happened?
He started off strong.
Oh my gosh! Look at -2 out of your kicker. Primo.
It's a kicker defense league. Come on.
The champ started Whittington.
Yeah, with 0 points.
Oh my!
And God. He still got more points than his kicker.
Oh my! Jaden Reed's that's not gonna happen very often. 3 points. And Javonte, man, it's like Jekyll and Hyde with Javonte Williams. You at one game you're like, hell yeah. The next game you're like, oh no.
Tony tried to see me a trade for Javonte. I think with Javonte, Keenan Allen for it was just Saquon and Derrick Henry. I'm like, no, I don't even want Javonte on my team. As soon as I take him, he's gonna get 3 points.
Literally. Yeah, no, he was trying to sell Javonte. Did you witness the champ dropped Javonte? He cleared waivers, went through a whole weekend, and he picked him back up.
No one wants him.
Nobody wants him.
And there's nothing wrong with him. It's just I don't know.
Well, it's a crowded backfield, and this guy fumbles the ball, and he just loses games sometimes, you know. But the champ's on the rise. He's on the rise.
He's on the rise. He's not gonna go back this year, but
no, but he'll compete
and get eliminated first round.
Oh wow!
I hope it's me.
Yeah, I hope I see him. I want to go through him on my way to the championship. I'm gonna rub that belt in his face. No, Danny.
Oh, this was a good one.
Woof! What an L.
I was rooting for Danny in this one.
0 line, -1.
Wow.
Any other kicker, you know what I mean?
But you know, his team is on bye. When Danny's team does good, my team does good. You got a lot of Bears flavor. Or DJ Swift.
Yeah. He was missing some guys in this game. That's good.
He still put a 115.
Yeah.
So Devontae Adams is gonna be better. That's when Aaron Rodgers stopped blaming everyone. Do you see that he said it was a running back's fault?
Oh yeah. This guy will do everybody else but himself.
I'm like, Breece Hall did amazing.
It's stupid. And Braylon Allen's amazing too. And he's the youngest player in the NFL. What the hell is wrong with this guy? I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, man.
No, at first I was like, he's tolerable. Then over the years, you're gonna go to a dark room therapy with Joe Rogan.
Just a crybaby.
Going to like, stop.
Stop. Sore loser. Like,
and you're not Tom Brady. You can't be Tom Brady. Stop.
No, you're not even close. You know, Mahomes is closer to Tom Brady than.
Oh yeah. But, you know, Aaron Rodgers got the same ego as Tom Brady, not the same accomplishments.
Right.
I'm not just saying that as a Bears fan.
Lutz and the Broncos, though. How about that? Little 40 piece right there from the defense and the kicker.
Yeah, that's nice.
Remember guys were complaining about defensive scoring and how we should increase it?
No, we should not. We should not.
I was like, let's get this defense scoring up, guys.
Oh, my defense got 40. You want me to wait? I don't even need
remember Dallas? Yeah.
Third round.
Oh my god! And then last but not least, this was game of the week. You see, Williams got suspended 2 games.
Yeah, I did see that.
Unbelievable.
I've never been a fan of him. I feel like he was all hype, and he's pretty good. I don't know.
No, he's not in the right headspace.
But George Pickens gonna pick it up.
I know. Well, he's so happy to see Russ, right? Russ is throwing those moon balls, those deep balls all day. And then how about Brock? I'm just upset about Brock Bowers. I'm sick of this rookie. Is he going to do next year? You take another rookie tight end and get lucky? I don't think so.
It's not a Mikey game. He just lucked into Brock Bowers, Devontae Adams. And I knew Devontae Adams was going to go. But I thought they were going to get another wide receiver in. I thought, take a tight end a few weeks, months, get in there. No, week 1, he's there.
And we act like Michael Mayer, the backup tight end, who they took the year before, is not good. He's great. But Brock Bowers just eats. And then, his bench is looking up for Mike. You saw I have some holes. Hopkins to the Chiefs is good for him.
Yeah. I hope he lose.
And then,
I still haven't been that against Mike for beating in the final, so.
No, I hear you. It's my rival. I'd love to see him fail. But he has a decision to make here with Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I think he should trade one of them. Pair him up with Hopkins and get another running back, maybe. He got Kane. No, he doesn't.
Who's the Lamar? We just saw the Lamar owner. It's Matt, right? Maybe go Matt. Let's go real quick. Who does Matt have at tight end? Oh, Zach Ertz.
Who actually been going 8 points or more so far?
Maybe he can send him to Matt.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he should trade one, but I don't want his team to get any stronger either. So.
Yeah, we'll see Mike. I know you're like, that's my division. I care.
He's right above me. I shouldn't be rooting for him.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that'll wrap up last week's recap. Let's get into the Waiver Wired segment. All right, Xavier, we're back here for the Waiver Wired segment where $103 was spent in week 8. This was I think this week was more exciting than probably the last 2 weeks combined.
Yeah.
To be honest, with all the injuries, right?
It's so funny how our bids are getting lower and lower. And the first week it was like $40 for a player we dropped the next week.
Well, nobody ever topped Mike, right? With the
No.
no, nobody ever gets that. So Mike's it's probably gonna be renamed after Mike. The Fab, is gonna be renamed after Mike. Man, trade for Fab to go get Carson Steele. But anyways, Russell Wilson, $21 to Primo. He honestly needs some help. So I agree with the quarterback change and going to get somebody like this.
He needs some new players in his room. You know, he gotta re-energize the team.
And I looked when I added this in here. He has 2 kickers on his team. Cairo's his other kicker. He picked up Cameron Dicker. He's holding 2 kickers.
Oh, well, I don't
he just
know.
had it.
Yeah, well, it's a kicker defense league, so what do I know?
I love it, Primo. Shout you out. All right, Nate said, let me take advantage of this Brandon Ayuk injury. And I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm going to get both these guys.
I love it.
He said, give me Jawan Jennings for 19, all right? And I'm going to take Ricky Pearsall for 11. Now, you know
he's
Jawan
locking it
Jennings is coming
down.
off an injury. So
If Debo is sick one more game,
yeah,
locking it down.
I love it, Nate. I love it. Just secure it, you know? And then Dave, I think he's had Jalen Wright on his team this year. $17.
Yeah, I mean, shot in the dark.
I get it. You know, Mostert's not been great this year, and his age is showing. Why not go get Wright? Might be a future back for him.
I say in Dynasty, maybe. I don't know about what's going to be this year.
About this year redraft. We'll see. How about Jalen McMillan? $14.
I like it. We're at the point where we just got money to spend, and it's just see what we can get.
Yeah. Taking a chance. And then this was before the news. I'm gonna be real with you, Xavier, and we talked about it before this episode started. I'm worried about Mahomes. I'm getting concerned. It's scary. So I was like, we'll get a little Bo Nix for $2.
But are you gonna start him over Mahomes?
Never. Probably not.
And the worst part is he's probably gonna score more than Mahomes, and you know it. And it's
I know. And then the week I do start him, and then Mahomes goes off, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. You know, I just.
But did Mahomes went off this year? I don't know if he had more than 20 points this year.
No, he's never gone off this year. He's been bad.
Yeah,
he's like quarterback 18 or 20 or something.
If that was Andy Dalton, would you still start him?
No, man. I gotta stick it out, right? This DeAndre Hopkins ad's gonna help. They're playing the Raiders this week. If he doesn't go off this week against the Raiders, then I really gotta look.
The Raiders always play the Chiefs hard.
I know, but it's Mahomes.
It's gonna be do you have Hunt? It's gonna be a Hunt game.
Yeah, I got Hunt. You know I got.
So that works out. At least that works out.
I'm advocating for Crown Royal pickup of the year, the Medina pickup of the year, right there for me. Kareem Hunt.
Be careful. He makes the playoffs and kick women. I'm just saying, be careful.
I know.
I had him in a league one year, and it was going great. And it just ruined my team.
Dude. And then Rob, just getting better, picking the Houston Texans defense.
Yeah,
who I think is great. You know? And then we got a couple more here. Let's swap right over.
I need a wide receiver.
All right. And then Rashad Bateman, $8, Xavier.
He looked good. I need a wide receiver. If you could just give me one long play, that would be more than Cortland Sutton got me last week.
He gets a lot of hype out of camp, and I do agree. He does get the ball. They like him there in Baltimore.
I mean, Zay Flowers catch all the short ones, and you just throw him along, 40-yard pass for a touchdown, 10 points. I'm okay with that. I just need some consistency. I just need something more than 0 and 6.
Yeah. He's a guy who can get you 10 and 12. I like that. Yeah. I like that ad. And then Mikey picked up Jameis Winston. We were talking about it. He's probably going to start for Cleveland.
He had the most touchdowns and the most interceptions in that same season, right? So
very fantasy-friendly quarterback. And then I like this ad. Sanders, tight end out of Carolina, the rookie.
Yeah. It won't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt, man. Take a shot, champ. I love it. And then McCall Hardman, $0 to Piani.
Nah, I don't believe him. If it was ever going to be his time, he had many opportunities. He didn't do anything with it.
Yeah. So Piani's going to end up dropping him, huh?
Yeah. But if you got an open roster spot, why not?
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot of IR. All right. You want to get out of here and jump into the who he played for segment?
Yeah. You'd be so bad at this.
I think you got a good shot. All right. Here we go. A little who he played for. JaMycal Hasty, running back, Xavier. JaMycal Hasty, and I will give hints out here. I don't mind.
I know he got a touchdown because I heard the name. I'm like, what team is he on? I remember him getting a touchdown. It was Tennessee. No.
He actually plays for the New England Patriots.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that game.
This is a guy who's been on here before all last year. I think we've seen Cedric Wilson Jr. multiple times.
Saints?
That is the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I remember looking at him on the waiver wire. Tight end. Where is you?
Smith.
Where are you?
Jonnu Smith.
I haven't seen
AFC.
it. I don't know. Just give it to me.
AFC East Division. He plays for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh. He got a touchdown this week?
Everyone
get a touchdown but Tyreek Hill now.
All right, man, I was taking A-Chan to score for like I don't know how many weeks, and he could never get in there, and I was like, this is ridiculous because it's just the quarterback and offense is so bad there.
I don't know if we're gonna do parlay minutes. I'm not the biggest parlay gambler, but the way I make my bets is I look at my fantasy and who I'm going against, and I bet whoever the other team got, I bet them to get touchdowns.
Yes,
that way I can win somewhere.
Yes, you're like it's a win or it's a win-win situation. They do bad or they do good, and that's smart. That's what Dave did. Shout out Dave, and that's been his move. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the parlay minute. We're back here for the predictions, Xavier. Matt is taking on Piani, who looks to be almost at full strength. Minus McCaffrey.
It's a close game.
I guess Tua, but Kyler's fine. Yeah, the points are very close here. Names that pop out. I mean, A.J. Brown has been nothing but spectacular since he came back from his injury from the beginning of the year. I like Wicks down there.
It looks even. I don't like Calvin Ridley start. That's because I'm against Calvin Ridley everywhere. But, but who else is he going to start? He needs a tight end. I think Mike should probably send some trades to Chris. Get one of the IR players, make his team better. He got out the room to hold on.
That's a good point. So maybe
I have a feeling that Chris might start Tua. I don't know.
Against Arizona same game.
Devontae Smith had less than 1 point last week.
He'll bounce back.
Yeah, I'll go with Chris. I think Tyreek Hill gonna have a big game because he's very, very, very long overdue.
And Tua's gonna play, right?
Yeah.
I'll go Matt, just to be a little different. I really like Matt's running backs.
I think the Chargers might slow down Kamara a little bit. Lamar Jackson gonna be great. AJ Brown gonna be great. Jake London gonna be great.
Lamar's putting up 40 again.
Yeah, I hope. I don't know, but he's gonna get up there. Zach Ertz is not gonna do anything in Chicago. Maybe like 6 or 7.
Our linebackers are good. Jake London.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Dontavian Wicks. I don't know.
Remember last time that they played Tampa Bay, Kirk threw 500 on them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. This will be very close though. It's a fun matchup. What about Danny playing the champ?
I'm going with Danny. He got all his weapons back, and champ sucks.
Except for Godwin. So if we're readjusting Danny's lineup on the fly, Moore and Swift come up. So Moore for the Godwin spot.
Yeah.
And is he starting Swift over Hill? Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure. Who's in his flex? Roman Dobbs still.
Yeah,
I like that.
They'll just bring up Swift and Moore, I assume.
I don't know. I like Jalen Reed. Marvin Harrison's good. I think he's gonna be good for the rest of the season too. He's having some bad weeks because he's a rookie.
Right.
Jacoby Myers, I don't know. I think he want to get off Law Fade Raiders, but I don't think he's gonna start them anyways.
This is just a flex to show how many he's probably projected the highest on his team. So you got to represent. You know what I mean? That is a tactic here for the Sandusky boys. We'll start the highest points projected and then change real quick before kickoff.
I do it all the time, and then I always make the wrong choice when I switch them out. I should just went.
I should have stayed. Damn it, man! And then George Kittle has been amazing.
Oh yeah, he's been amazing. Who would have known? And he's about to go off. Actually, I might have to give it to him. Who else is healthy on that team? No one.
I'm gonna take Danny. Sorry, champ.
I'll take Danny too. Despite everything I said, I'm gonna take Danny.
I would start Wandell though. I think you're right over Jacoby. It's close.
If he's bold, he would start Keenan Allen.
If he's bold. Champ's been a little weary of Keenan Allen. I think he's starting him once this year. How about Joe playing Dave? Dave needs a win more than anybody.
Yeah. Let's see. And you know what's crazy? He has a great team.
Joe's known to give those away. He has some giveaway games. Joe will give one here.
I'll give it to Dave.
Me too.
CeeDee Lamb, Stephon Diggs, Jalen Waddle with Tua coming back. That is strong.
Look at Dave's bench. Pretty deep.
It's amazing that he's been losing.
It's hard. It's just, Dave will say it, and we'll look at that at the end of the episode. I think because we're at the midway point, let's see who's been scored on the most, who scored the most points, who scored the least amount. Let's do that towards the end. I'm real excited to see that. It's always fun. But all right, so both of us riding with Dave then over Joe.
Yeah, I'm riding with Dave. Just because
let's start.
Stevenson hasn't been great. Lazard getting phased out.
He might would have started Brown. I don't know about that. Lazard start. Yeah, I agree with you. How about Rob? Oh, this is a marquee matchup.
Game of the week. Yeah.
Holy cow.
This is a game of the week.
ETN's back? I don't think he's back. Is he back?
I don't know. That's just a flex. Let's see. Oh, that's not ETN.
Oh, limited. He's gonna play then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mike, I see you. If he doesn't go,
then he has Tank Dell, Joe. So
if he doesn't go, that's it. He doesn't have another running back start.
Oh, he doesn't.
Unless Brooks is playing this week. I don't know if Brooks is playing this week.
I don't even think he practiced.
Yeah, he's still on the. Yeah, he's on the reserve still. Amari Cooper there on the bench. Look how deep this man is.
Yeah.
Look at the Tank Bigsby. Just throwing it in Mike's face. I love it.
Just ready. He doesn't even need to start him. He can just put Kenneth Walker there and throw another Amari Cooper in the flex.
He could, but he's like, no, I got to make a point here. I'm taking Rob.
Yeah, I'm taking Rob because I want Mike to lose because I want to be number one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little biased, but I love it.
Yeah, I'm real biased. Other than that, I probably would take Mike, but the Ryan Bowl.
The Ryan Bowl 2.0, baby. This is two teams struggling. And Ryan, Downs struggling this year is not his fault. He just took some players, first overall, and they're not playing.
I actually traded his pick for my pick. I told him to give me the number one spot. I could take the McCaffrey curse on. I had him last year. I'm ready to take on the curse.
And he said no. I've never had one in this league. I want one. I thought he had a great draft, man. Honestly,
I did too. It hurts.
Yeah. Well, look, it's not looking great for the wild card champion Ryan Downs.
Yeah. He has Cup. He has Njoku. Montgomery's good. Debo's probably gonna play.
Zamir White. It's Zamir White for RB2.
No.
It's got to be better than Goodson.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow.
I'm leaning to the right here. I think Primo's getting this win.
Brian Robinson been good. Yeah. He got Puka's coming back soon, too. See, all these teams are getting better towards the end.
Yes. It's a trend. Where are you going?
Yeah. I go with the underachievers.
Underachievers, baby.
I think CJ Stroud is going to have a good game, especially after last week.
Yeah.
If Jaden Daniels hurt, Brian Robinson probably going to get all the short passes and running a lot. So
it'd be nice to break that 3-game skid,
Oh, yeah. He's on a 3-game losing streak.
I'm telling you. Another marquee matchup here. Mikey 4-3, playing Nate 3-4.
Oh, and he picked up Jameis Winston. That's his other quarterback.
Which is a big drop, but I don't think Daniels is going to play, right?
No. I think for the sake of the team, they probably just hold out a week. It's not that serious. Yeah. They've been looking great. Let's not ruin the momentum for a stupid game.
Yeah, for one game, I think we can win.
Yeah, let the Bears get the win. Who cares? Play another time.
Shout out Jesse Dowd out in Connecticut where he stays at. There's a bunch of his friends are Commanders fans, of course. And I actually got a call a couple weeks ago about coming out to Washington to go to the game. They were all going to drive up to the game, to the Bears game. They're like, are you coming? He's like, well, we're going to go. He's like, I'm trying to get Jesse to go. I'm like, Jesse's not even a Bears fan, man. He's a Rams fan. I was like, I was like, look, I just went to this trip to Aruba. I was like, only the wife's gonna be okay with this, like, But I would love to go represent the Bears at that crappy stadium up there.
Oh, that would be great. That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun trip.
I would love it. I would. Oh my god! I was like, we got a tailgate. We're not tailgating. I'm not coming. But anyways, man, this was gonna be close.
I think I'm gonna go with Nate.
I think so too. I'm with you. Nate's. The Jets D against New England should eat, right?
Yeah.
Nate's special weapon with the defense and the kicker. I don't know if he's gonna win those here, but boy, I like Cole Kmet more than Sam Laporta, and I didn't think I would say that this year.
That's insane too.
It doesn't make sense, man. The Malik Neighbors is great. Justin Jefferson, these are superstar receivers.
His wide receivers are amazing. Deontay Johnson probably gonna get traded somewhere and be better.
Literally, Worthy, McLaurin,
Jordan Love is just consistent. Yeah, I gotta give him Nate.
And then Mikey Chubba's gonna stop at some point, man. It ain't gonna be Chubba time anymore. It's gonna.
So far, so good though. So far, so good.
Overachieved Chubba Hubbard, and that's why he's doing so well. But I'm like, Mikey, I don't know if that's gonna last, man.
Brees Hall is great. He has good players. If A-Chan go off, amazing. Laporta, if they all just hit at the same time, Mikey's a threat.
Yeah, I loved his team on draft day.
I probably would start Ingram over Laporta, but I understand.
Yeah. Well, last but not least, my game of the week, Xavier. Let's feature us, huh? Why not?
Yeah,
5-2 on a 2-game win streak against 3-4, also on a 2-game win streak.
With all your main players coming back, well, besides Nick Collins.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor, man. I'm super excited.
Who has a better quarterback? In fantasy, who has a better quarterback?
Oh, it's me. Come on. It's me. Who's going to win this week? I'm putting up more points than Caleb, damn it.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Both on the road. It'll be that might be a push though, which is sad to say for fantasy. That might be a push. Where I took my quarterback, where you took your quarterback, that might be a push, which is sad.
Yeah.
I don't like my running backs better than yours, but I'm hoping we can get close.
I like your wide receivers better than mine.
Oh, I like my wide receivers a lot better than yours. I agree, but I don't know if it's that much of a difference versus the running backs, right? Your 3 running backs versus my 3 running backs. Oh man.
Yeah,
I think that's where it's going to come up.
I think it'll come down to the kicker, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, what's going on here? You got Monday night, right? I'm done on Sunday night.
Yeah, I just got my kicker on Monday though, so it's gonna come down to the kicker.
I need to be up 15 to feel comfortable.
But I mean, they're going to get the Giants. How much are they really going to kick?
Dude, I know the Giants. Yeah, there's probably a lot of extra points. Yeah, I'm hoping, man. We're both at relatively, good strength here. You're right. I'm without Nico, which would definitely help me here. But I believe DK
I might throw Bateman in there.
You might? Over Tutu?
I was thinking that, but Tutu's been getting the targets. He's been getting at least
Tutu's been getting a lot of work. Remember, Cooper Kupp's
with no touchdowns. So
yeah, he's their motion guy.
I have to think about it. I have a day to think about that.
Yeah,
I might just say Sutton out. He hurt me, but it's Carolina.
I hear you, Carolina, man. They suck.
Yeah,
but I could see the same thing happening where they get up, right? They get up on Carolina and just run the ball again like they did against New Orleans.
So scared.
I think Denver's going to make the playoffs, man.
I'm waiting for McBride. I mean, McBride been pretty good. He hasn't been bad. But I want a big game from him. I draft him 4th round. It's time to show up.
I love it. Well, I'm going to take myself.
I think that's a bad choice.
Hey, man. I want to help
team after a kicker. I think that's a bad choice.
I should bench my kicker. I like the thought of you beating Mike for the division. That makes me excited, right? Take that man down a peg. But I don't think it's going to happen here. I'm on a win streak. We're hot right now.
So am I. 2 games.
I think I'm hotter. No. All right, you take you, I take me. We'll see. It's exciting, though. I don't think it's must win for either of us.
It's pretty close. There's 1 point difference. Projections.
Should be fun. I'm excited for this Sunday.
But I do think the Ravens gonna destroy the Browns defense. I mean the Browns. I think they're gonna destroy.
I don't know, man. If Jameis is back there,
that's even worse.
I don't know.
2 pick sixes in the first quarter.
Pick six, James.
It makes up for all the touchdowns you throw if you get pick sixes.
I love it. Well, all right. You want to get out of here and jump to the Sandusky Hotline?
Yeah. You want to check out who scored on the most?
Actually, let's do that.
Because I'm curious as well.
All right, we're here. We can look at the rankings. Points for on the year. You're right there behind Matt. 899.90. I'm all the way down at 9. 10, excuse me. I'm at 10.
Running back Allen is 747. You mean he's not even at 800s? That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that's a champ. He didn't even pass 800 points. What is that?
It's been rough this year. It's not good when you haven't scored more points than you've been scored on. You don't want to see that. And then the most scored on. Wow. Oh, actually, Matt. The Ramirez brothers leading the way. Look at Dave, though. 857. That's nuts.
Yeah, see, it's understandable why they're down there.
But, Matt's I'm persevering 4-3 with being the most scored upon. That's so crazy.
He was fighting week to week. He earned a 4-3.
And then I believe, it's Mike with the least scored upon. It's a 601 record. Hey, better lucky than good, right?
Yeah, but he's also good.
And then I always like to look at this. Where's the waiver budget at?
Oh, I got nothing. I just spent my
Mike's
last.
done. You're done. I'm at 5. Tony's done. Mike's done. Yeah,
I'm just saying the last two champions got 0, so I'm following the trend here.
Yeah, no, that's smart. And then look at the guy who usually has all his fam. Ryan Downs is at 58. Who's leading?
The last two champions spent all their money and they won it all, so I'm gonna follow suit. All right, I give it to Tony and Mike. I
think you're right. And then it's definitely just Joe and Rob leading the way with 73. Remember, Fab is tradable. Going to get some last minute Fab, but
yeah, I might need some of that for playoffs.
I hear you. All right, let's bounce out of here and jump into the Sandusky Hotline. All right, we're back, Xavier, for the Sandusky Hotline. Another successful draft. Like I led with the episode. You just don't miss on draft day. How do you typically prepare during the off season? Is it like podcasts the week before? Are we mocking? What is your strategy?
I mean, so this is a strange one. Sometimes when I go for a run, I'll mock draft.
Oh, you're like this, pick, and then you just
because I have it in my headphones, and music play, and it's like, and I'm like, all right, who do I want? And then that it's a weird thing, conditioning game. I can pick within 30 seconds of who I want because I'm in the middle of a run. So I'm never stressed at draft about someone's got taken. I'm always like, all right, I don't pivot for it because this is how I draft all the time.
Pressure. Wow.
I'm never under pressure, and I'm not a big drinker either. So
yeah.
So people are 7 shots into Crown Royal.
You slung a couple shots back. I saw.
Oh yeah. I'm great. I can do 2 or 3, but
hey, on draft day I make sure to shout out the Crown Royal water break. We got to get the water.
Yeah.
Everybody's in their 30s. We got to drink water.
We got to drink water. We got to stretch before we take football as well.
Absolutely. That's a nice little tip for the league there. A little pressure. Put a little pressure on you. You're coming down. These guys are off the board. Who do you take?
That's why every time we go up to draft, I'm already off the board. I'm like, guys already know.
Yeah. No, you do. I mean, we'll hear you yelp or, you'll get upset like, damn, like somebody takes somebody right before, but that's everybody, Yeah, but it doesn't phase you.
I'll pivot and draft Calvin Ridley by mistake.
Yeah. I love that. Personally, do you think you had the best running back room in the league?
I do, because I got Derrick and Saquon, and they're just amazing to watch every week because they both could get 3 touchdowns in any given game.
And let's not forget about J.K. Dobbins.
Oh no, not at all. But I started to trade for him. Nobody wanted him at all. Yeah. Everyone's just like, he's gonna get hurt.
That's what I said. I was like, I know this story. But why does he play the whole year?
He's not hurt yet.
He's 25, man, and he's healthy too, and he looks great. You're so right. And they feature him. They like to run the ball
all the time. There's no one else I want to watch on the Chargers. He's the only one giving effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Mike didn't want him. He's scared because of the injury. I'm like, come on, he's Chargers.
No, I hear you. You're like, this is your guy. And Mike's like, no, I know. Mike was burned by him one year. I remember that. He was so excited.
I get it. So at this point, I'll just hold on to him and I'll ride away. But I don't think he's gonna get hurt this year.
I know he's looked great. I don't blame you, and that's a great flex.
He made bad week 1. He didn't do that on Ravens. He got hurt week 1. No. So
same offensive coordinator though, which is funny. But
That is funny.
He's balling out, and like, I would be excited to start him as my RB2, let alone a flex.
I look at it this way: if I have 3 running backs and they all give me 20 points, that's a good base for me to keep going, even without wide receivers.
And I think it's easier to find a wide receiver on the free agency than a running back. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I get a shot at the arc for a touchdown.
Yeah. Next question: how goes the acting? Are we closer to becoming Jake from State Farm?
Yeah, that's so. Everybody in the league, my goal is to be Jake from State Farm. Everything I do is to be Jake from State Farm. I want to go to Super Bowls. I want to be in a commercial with Mahomes. I want to do all that.
Yeah.
It's not going back. This year, I've been out of classes. I've been focused on trying to make my own stuff and produce my own stuff.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. It's learning a lot, but it's experiences that I can't trade in for anything. I also left my first agent that I ever signed for this year and got a new agent. So far so good. They repped me for the entire Midwest and for 2 years in Cali and New York. And I got a bunch of auditions from them. I haven't booked anything yet, but it's a number game. So we're just kind of hoping. We'll see what happens. I just want there's a couple of things I want to meet before I go to the next level. Like I want to get my guest role in Chicago PD where I can be a criminal. I just want to knock it out.
That'd be so cool. Oh my God, you got an episode of that?
I get a bunch of auditions from, but a lot of that is like I don't beat the image. They said my face is too nice, so I can't be a criminal.
Really? I can see that, but it's like they put some makeup scars on there.
That's what I said. I'm like, come on, I can shave all this. I can let my hair down. I'm like, how about make me a cop? But I mean, it's all in time. Dick Wolf shows aren't going anywhere.
No, that guy is messed up in the head, man. Some of the stuff he comes up
with. Yeah, no, every show is just drama.
Dude, I'm like Dick Wolf. I don't know. You know, fun story is Nancy's sister, my sister-in-law, Christina, worked on Chicago PD for a long time.
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
That's cool though, man.
Maybe she can connect me in an episode because I've been trying to put my work in.
Yeah, no, she quit. She's no longer there. She was not happy with the supervisor change, and she's like, I'm done with that stuff. But yeah, she was setting up like the whole like design of the set design. You know?
Oh, that's really cool. I might need to hire her for some of my set design.
Oh yeah, no, we should have a link up and see what I can do for you. She would do it. She wouldn't be that expensive. That's awesome. Yeah, no, man, I loved your little mini film on YouTube. That was awesome.
Yeah, I got so what I've been doing lately, and I'm a writer first and foremost. My first one was like an urban drama. The second one was like a Hallmark love movie, and the third one is like an action comedy. Just because I'm stretching my pen and trying to hit all the genres before eventually I do a feature film. Because I don't want to spend money on a feature film and put everything into it and not know the in and out of it. So I've been doing short stuff just to get my practice in, get my crew ready. And I've been using my wife, my AD. It's been great. So my next one called District 35 is about it's about convicts getting a second chance of life to work for CPD, essentially. So it's really cool. We just released a trailer for that one. We're gearing up to film episode 2, which is about a school bomb threat because I don't know how to write small.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a series of it essentially, and we're gonna just take it from there.
Cool. Well, yeah, shoot that trailer in the group me. I'm down to see that.
I can show it right here. I was just messing around with it. I was just figuring out call sheets right now.
I'll put it in the. I can put it in the chat or even the video. Let's do that.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do it after this. But yeah, I just been working this year, trying to get projects out and figuring out the ins and outs of all this stuff, and while finding new agents and trying to do the auditions. So it's a slow time. That's what everyone keeps saying, but I'm staying busy.
I love that. Well, my last question, of course, and who was that shouted that out? I think was it Tony? He's like, I think 50% of the league are fathers. Yeah. Which is pretty neat because we're all growing up. Fatherhood, though, can you give a scenario where one of your kids shocked you? Like it was like, this is unbelievable right now. I know I put you on the spot, but like it doesn't mean anything crazy, but like.
Man, that's a lot. Well, my son, I've been had my son is swimming for about a year now, and he's pretty good at swimming. But I'm not that great of a swimmer. He's an amazing swimmer. And his mom is an amazing swimmer too. So I guess that he got up on his own, man. That I'm proud of him of that. I give you a funny moment of my first like real fatherhood moment versus proud moment because I can't think of anything off the top of the head. And since we're a guy league and we're all guys, I can say the story. Yeah. My son was like maybe 3, and you're gonna go through this soon too. And it's right after the potty training phase, right? So he was still peeing sitting down, and one day I went in there, and he was peeing standing up. But and I was like, oh, I'm really proud of you. I guess this is go for both. I'm really proud of you, right? Pee everywhere. This doesn't matter. You're peeing standing up. I'm proud of you. But then afterwards, she started crying. I'm like, why are you crying? And as guys, we know what happened with me. He was like, it hurts. And I'm like, what do you mean it hurts? But he was just trying to say he was a wreck.
Oh.
and I don't. That's just one of those random defining fatherhood moments that I just never thought about, and I just think about all the time. It's like, oh man, that's so funny. Like it was me watching him grow up, and it's those little moments, and I was really proud of him. And my wife just didn't understand why I was so proud of. Like, no, standing up. He's becoming a man.
Yeah, it's like step one of fatherhood. Yeah. No, I was just today, I was cracking to Nancy because we were packing the car, right? I was going to drop them off at her mom's for the babysitting. And I'm like, I don't know why this thought came to me. And I was like, are you ready for like 13-year-old Adam or 15-year-old Adam? And there's just like, crusty socks and he's just beating off all over the, you know what I mean? Like this masturbating all over the place. And it's like, there's like a phase of that. And she's like, oh my God, no, it's not going to happen. I don't know. It's easier nowadays.
Because I don't think our significant others realize how bad it's going to get.
Dude, there's so many hormones going through that kid. He's going to be out of his, and I'm just trying to, I'm a knock for, like we have a
yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm gonna peek around the corner and open the door over just to
literally. So like I believe in that. So like I'm going through the teenage stage, right? I've been in Elena's life since she was 7. So like I've seen it from the female side with and then I grew up like with all women. So I had my sister 2 years younger than me, so I understand the menstrual cycle. I understand all that game, but like the angsty teenager stage is a whole nother level.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. I told my wife, just be ready. It's important for him to know I can beat him up now because eventually he's gonna be bigger than me and I'm gonna get older. So
I'm fighting that idea, man. I'm like, no, I'll beat his ass. I don't care.
As long as you can. And then eventually there's gonna be one moment where you realize he's a lot stronger and you're gonna barely beat him. And that's the last time you're gonna do it.
Yeah. I'll cut it off, Oh my God, I love it.
Make sure you get him real good, and that's the last time. And you just gotta remember that moment.
No, absolutely. No, it's crazy, man. He's going on 2, and it was just a big jump with the walking and like what he gets and everything. But man, I swear my son has OCD. Like he has to set his toys perfectly, sitting straighting up, like standing up straight and like organized. And like he'll have those moments where he'll spaz and throw everything on the floor, but then he picks it all back up and puts it away. It's nuts.
You're on track. That was my son, and now his room is so messy. So I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna wish he was back to organized.
I'm telling you, like I try to keep that on him and keep him active. But no, it's great, man. Fatherhood's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait till we do our mini league and just let them draft, and we gotta run their team, and
I can't wait. Yeah, if we could pass it down to our kids or like include them as like co-owners, I'm all for it.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I don't hate it.
We're gonna get to the point where on draft day we're watching our kids play football. And we're just sitting back with a beer, like, yeah, that's my son.
How cool would that be? Our kids come and then and then we're gambling on the teams.
100%. I'm putting a parlay on your son.
Yeah. Like, all right, over under 2 catches. No, like that's fantastic, man. Oh, I love it. Well, we're playing each other this week. I'm excited. Should be a good matchup.
And basketball as well.
Yeah, and basketball as well. Starting off big. I saw you had some guys go off in the first. We can talk basketball for a minute. 10-man, it was so much easier. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it was interesting. I went for a different strategy. Usually I draft a big man in the early round, but I'm like, nah, let's switch it up. Let's try Luka and see what happens.
I literally drafted like almost my same team from last year, which is, I guess, sad, but not really. Like, I was like, I had some moments, right, where I was like, do I take this guy or this guy? And there was a DeJounte Murray pick, and I could have taken Jalen Green on the Houston Rockets, and I was like, let me play it safe and take DeJounte Murray over in New Orleans. But we'll see. I mean, right now I'm just looking at it.
I mean, nothing matters in the first week anyways. The roster is not even set. Like, nothing really matters until the minutes aren't there. You kind of
right, super early. But the good news is we end before February.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that because sometimes I be getting fantasy exhaustion, and it's just like, let's finish.
Mike's like, I can't. He's like, I can't do the mornings waking up and looking at. It's like that's all. I'm spending like 20 minutes of my day before I start just looking at the waivers.
Yeah, it's a little anxiety. Oh, I get it. I understand completely. I'm gonna do baseball first time this year, and it's gonna be the only time. I'm not ever gonna do it again. I'm only doing it because someone asked, and I'll try it. But then I see how stressed it were, and I'm just like, I'm not looking for it. But it's like $10 league, so I'm not even worried about it.
No, yeah, it's not gonna hurt you, and it's the experience. If I give you any tips on baseball, pitching is the biggest part of it. Okay. So guys are often go on like 15-day IRs or 15-day leaves where they don't play. Just be prepared and try to keep a deep bench, and don't be afraid to take relievers. Like, I know starting pitchers are the big thing, but like relievers come in, they end games, they get stats for you. Is it a points league or is it categories? I assume it's categories.
Yeah, I think it is. But I actually don't know yet. I mean, that's still kind of far away, so I didn't get much thought to it.
That's so cool.
To touch back on basketball, I feel a certain way about how my last year's season ended because Cristiano outplayed me. He took out all his players because I had a new rep because of turnovers on that one. And I was so mad. I was so mad. Because I felt outplayed. He deserved it. He earned it. But I feel like that's not the respectable way to win.
No, it's so grimy, but it's like in Madden, like you're playing somebody in Madden and it's a really good game, and you get a lead, and then you get the ball back, and you start taking knees. It's like it's a video.
Play the game out. And I would have won. It was absolutely right to lose. But I was just so upset. That's how I lost. I was like, and I was confident I was going to win the finals again. I'm going back to back, and Chris just outplayed me.
And then I played Chris in the finals, right? And I'm like, Shea just stopped playing the last week, and I was like, unbelievable. And that kind of ruined my season, and I lost. I think I lost by 2 cats. It was
How
close.
many times you went to the final in a row?
Dude, I lost to you the year before in the final, and I lost this. I'm the LeBron James of our league.
See, that's why I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back to the final face again.
Yeah, you were like, "Oh, I can beat Tyler. That's easy," and I'm like, "Yeah,
I didn't think that, but I didn't make past first.
No, yeah, you got to get there first. But no, it was. I don't know. Basketball, we're at 10 right now. I'm hoping to keep it going. If we can't get 2 more, I brought some people. You brought people in more than I did. I brought 1 guy in. You brought 2. I'm excited for these guys.
Yeah, they're good guys. I played points with them for a few years now. I met him through a Marine friend, and he bought them in, and he left the league, and they stuck around, and that's kind of how that relationship started.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, fantasy, it's fun. It's really fun, and then hopefully we can get some of these guys who left to return. Maybe they just need a break. We'll see.
I do think the shorter season will help. Like,
yes.
And then done before February. That's great.
I'm telling you, like, you don't have to worry about All-Star and all that bull, because sometimes after All-Star teams start tanking.
Yeah, and that's not fun. I just hate we're scouring the waiver wire for anybody to do anything because my player's not playing.
Let me get that guy in Charlotte who's a nobody, who's just getting minutes, who's gonna get just random points because other teams aren't playing defense anymore because they don't care.
I think one of the years I just picked up all of Memphis because none of their starters were playing.
It's silly. It's absolutely silly. But we don't have to worry about that this year. And then I've shortened things. Like I've shortened the season. I've shortened how many players you can add. Only 5 players, each 5 players a week.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those teams that streamed everybody.
Yeah. So
I want to get those 5 extra assists.
I want to make draft day matter a little bit more, and then I think, and then obviously the Fab. We try to do Fab, and ESPN. That was so stupid how they did Fab. It
didn't work for basketball. That was
So we went back to waiver wire. You understand what I was going for, though, right?
Yeah, because Mike is right. Waking up at 4 in the morning to pick up a player is insane. Or staying up to the last game and waiting to a player. Like that's
a bid a certain amount of money and then be able to get my guy. You know what I mean?
But I think you did right cutting down the acquisition because then you only got 4. So if you wake up 4 times, that's fine. That's on you.
That's on you. Yeah. No, I love it, man, and I'm excited. It's gonna be a good season. But yeah, what an episode, week 8. We got through it. No parlay win, unfortunately.
And I got a winning record.
I know. It's week 8. Like I'm doing good. I might get a first round bye.
That's all I want. Anything can happen in the playoffs. So as long as I get the first round bye, I'm okay.
Dude, that week 14, you're watching these other GMs sweat. It's 6 other GMs,
I just want to win. All right, I don't want to make it to the finals again. How embarrassing is that?
I know.
3 times. And who am I? The Buffalo Bills? Come on,
dude. Yeah, at least I won one. You know what I mean?
I know.
LeBron James because I got one, but you don't want to be the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, you just want to be that top 6, man. In top 6, you get in. The other 4 play, and then you're if you're one of the higher seeds, you're playing one of those guys anyway, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be
I'm gonna play Tony. I'm gonna play Tony.
I love it. Well, all right, man. That'll wrap it up here for week 8. Good luck to all the GMs out there, including my opponent Xavier this week.
We're all having a good time. It's okay.
It's great.
We don't take none of this too seriously. But I still want to win.
Absolutely.